to this great power that we know is there. Ladies and gentlemen, at the service of this lady I tell you about, I took her a funeral service. And as I was doing it, I knew she wanted me to read the Bible. And I had no intentions of reading. I intended to read something else, because we always had a battle over this. Could I find another service? Everything I picked up, there was something wrong with it. And in the end, I decided to read Spiritual Gifts from Corinthians. And I thought I would talk about this and talk about her, because she was a very fine lady, and people greatly respected her. Dominating character. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I made 3 mistakes in reading her. And I realized when I was making them, I apologized. I have to keep apologizing. I'm terribly sorry. You know, that isn't correct. You know, that word that I just said isn't correct. And at the end of it, I realized what I'd done. The family just absolutely was shaken by this, because they realized that their mother would have been there and said, "That's wrong, you know," just like the teacher does. Say it again. You see here, and do it again. She dominated that service even though she passed over. She had no intentions of letting anyone believe she was dead. Because you can't die no matter how you try. And she dominated from the other side that service. Death? There's no such thing. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the Spirit has been proving the existence of the soul in people ever since life began. And there are still those who still deny it. And we'll never find the answer to world peace until we can see in all people God, somewhere there, whoever it is, still within. And we have got to go out into the highways and the byways. No longer must spiritualism just be in little groups like that. It must break these chains. We must not limit the power of the Spirit. We must break through and take our message wherever it is needed. We must sort the people and go out and give it to them, that they too may find what you and I have found, hope and not despair, love and not hate, and to know that love never dies. It comes through from this higher world. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't let us get bogged down with wars and thoughts and feelings of wars. We have to face the situation, of course we do. But as spiritualists, we not pray that other people will fight our war for them, but we enlist to the great army of the Spirit, that we may be moved by the Spirit, that we may be helped by the Spirit, that we may be able to play our part to know that each of us can do something by loving and caring and being. I thought at the beginning part of this year that I was going to pass over. Simply because I was very ill. I couldn't do anything for myself at all. I needed help, and I had wonderful friends who cared for me and looked after me. And it was so wonderful to see that I received letters from all over the world. People say, "Oh, I keep praying that God won't have you over there. We still need you here." Oh, and that made me even better, you know. Put that sort of spirit in me. I'm not coming, you see. And then I look back on the moment that it happened. And I realized that then I knew that God was there. I didn't at the time. I didn't realize it. But I woke up one morning and couldn't use my hand, and my leg was giving me trouble, but I couldn't move it at all. It was gone completely. And I had a journey to make from Torbay to Weymouth, which was a distance of 90 miles. And I'd got to be there. I couldn't even open the car door to get someone to open it for me. And so I got into the car after they'd opened it and got the young man to start it up, because I couldn't even start it up. It's my right hand. They said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to make this journey." And they said, "You'll be killed." I said, "Well, if I am, it's just too bad. At least I can make the effort." I don't remember anything at all. It's following me, which I can remember. Two people in a car came from St. Helens, and they followed me until I got there. And they said, "You know, the miraculous thing happened." We were worried because we knew that if he stopped by lights, his car may not start again. And every time we came to any lights that were red, immediately he got there, they went green. And by the time we got there, they were red again. We had to keep catching him up all the time. And I don't remember, ladies and gentlemen, from the time I left Torbay until I reached Weymouth, I don't remember ever stopping or starting the car or anything. And when I got out, I just collapsed. I think God was there. I think we have those moments. We don't understand it, but yet we're filled with a power that seems to help us to get there. And when I got there, of course, I had many friends there who really helped me and cared for me, and I was able to eventually go back home. But only after 3 weeks of great care. But, ladies and gentlemen, I believe God knows. This supreme power from whence all blessings flow is always with us. And you know, there's a wonderful story being written about, have you noticed that, the two lots of footsteps? Have you read that wonderful poem? Isn't it wonderful? When he said, you know, why is it that when I'm in the most despair, there's only one set of footprints? And the voice that spoke said, but that was when we carried you. And when I read that, I thought of me in that car. I felt that God would help. And how many times have you been helped and failed to recognize it because you haven't bothered to look for it? And that's where we fail. Sometimes have you found that you've needed something and the next morning in the post something has come that's cheered you up? And what about those moments when the telephone's not rung for days, and then all at once it rang and someone said, I was thinking about you. I want to tell you something. It's made our day. Just coincidence? Look again. And you'll find, ladies and gentlemen, that we're never ever left alone. God is there. And I believe God is with the world right now. And I believe the power of the Spirit is still the greatest power in the universe. Will help us. I have no doubts about this. Because I know, ladies and gentlemen, that the spirit power that is here with spirit intelligences are here because it's necessary for you and I to know we never walk alone. And God is always with us. And those we have thought are dead are alive, walking with you and I. The invisible world is the reality. It was Paul who said, the things which are visible will pass away, but the things which are invisible live forever. Now take that as my message to you. And don't fear. Smile at life. And life will smile with you. Don't grieve. Don't let your hearts be broken. Keep them bravely ticking on. And you'll get through. Well, that's it. What time?